Howdy, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Howdy, I'm Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
And together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course. What's up, Bob?
We're going to talk about...
Wait, Bob, just wait, we got to say something. Normally we have our backdrop with the green little tree in the back, and these last couple of times we've been...
construction has been going on.
Modifications and exactly so.
This is not a bad setting though.
No, so that's the whole deal. We're not...
We got the Garcia ties.
We're still in Minnesota and everything is still the same that way.
Thank God we're not in Wisconsin. So, anyway, so today we're going to talk about how to tape your back. And why do we want to tape your back? That's if you're having back pain.
Right.
And often what I do, Brad, is after we get done, or when I'm working with somebody, I instruct them on how the correct way to lift and carry and
body mechanics.
Body mechanics. And Brad, you want to grab the spine?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Brad wants to grab the spine.
I'm going to throw it to myself.
Wow, how impressive.
All right, let's go to work.
Why don't you show them what the bad position for your back is,
Okay,
Brad.
Here we go. We're going to show a good, healthy body posture. We do have a curve in the back here. This is looking from the side of the body.
Just like I'm standing right now.
There we go, there we go. So Bob's going to stand with tall posture. Now, if we have poor posture, we're going to round out there and slouch. Okay?
I don't want to get in the way of it.
There we go.
The
Now,
more you round out your back, the more stress you put on your back.
yeah, or just leaning forward. You can just tell just the weight. It's a physics thing. You know, here the weight goes straight down. It can kind of balance itself. But as you go forward, you can see gravity just pulls and it puts stress.
More stress on it. And if you go like this, you can see how it can really torque on the back.
And that's a little misleading, like all the stress is way up here, but actually it's down here is where the vast majority of stress goes. And that's why most back problems are in the low back. So why are we going to tape, Bob? Are we going to tape this to kind of hold it together like a cast or what?
Well, this is the problem I run into. I'll spend a good amount of time teaching the person the correct way to pick something up, the correct way to vacuum, and I'll get done with this. I'll spend a half hour on this. I think, great, they know what they're doing. They're going to keep their back straight. They're not going to bend. And then I go, okay, well, we'll see you next time. And the lady or a man, but usually it's a lady, she'll bend over and pick up her purse the wrong way.
Right.
I'm like, she didn't get any of it, what I taught her. So the best way to teach somebody actually is to give them a reminder every time they lift wrong. So that's what we're going to tape. If we put some tape on the back, every time they lift wrong and try to go in that rounded out position, they'll get a pulling on the tape.
Right.
So we're going to just show you real quickly how you can kind of put some tape on your back to do so.
Well, let's cut a piece off and let's kind of show it on this model first before we show it on the body. All right, well, he's cutting away. He won't admit it, but this last weekend there was a great event that happened in the Midwest. The Green Bay Packers, who were Super Bowl champions 2 years ago and 4 other times.
What happened last year?
Anyways, yeah, the Vikings got beat by them. Okay, let's go to work here.
All right. So, if I were to put a piece of tape on here, and obviously this is very crude because there's no skin or anything out here.
But
does that work, you think?
Yeah. Now that...
So I put some tape on the back.
Now that acts like a bit of a cast, or...
Sure.
It prevents... Now the tape is literally holding, so you can just...
Yeah, he can't bend its back.
Yeah. Can you zoom in on that? Zoom right in, because we'll look right in here. Not on my face, but right on here. Here, I'll go like this. We don't want to scare people to death. All right. So, over here, you can see. Can you see the slack in that tape, Nancy? Then as we bend forward, it tightens, and the back can no longer flex or bend. We call that. As a therapist, we refer to that as flexion. So it prevents flexion, therefore taking stress off the back, and same concept on your skin. So the nice thing about it is, and I'm sure you tell your patients the same thing, is you're going to put the tape on your back. When you start to bend forward, the tape is going to tighten up, and you'll feel it. You'll feel that tape, and it's going to be a reminder. Yeah. Oh, that's right, I need to do proper body mechanics. I'm not supposed to bend to protect my back. And before you get to the point where it's going to damage your back, you're already straight. Doing things
it allows your back to heal.
Yep.
And so usually the way I apply it, I don't know if you do it the same way, but I usually have them laying down.
Yep.
Start off with.
Yep.
Okay. So you want to lay down flat on your back. Now, you know, a couple things that can get in the way here is one, a hairy back. You know, you probably want to have
And you
it
gotta shave, yeah.
And two, if this person's going to be working outdoors and it's hot out, it's just not going to work. The tape's going to come off.
Perspiration?
Yeah, perspiration is just, it's just not going to stay on. Now, generally, what I use, you can probably use any type of tape, but I like to use a tape that is hypoallergenic. And we usually use two types. We use one that we put down, and that's easy on the skin, hypoallergenic, and then we put a tougher tape over the top. Today, just for demonstration purposes, I'm just using the hyperallergenic tape. I'm not going to even have Brad undress here because,
Where do you get that tape?
I don't know, you probably have to get it on the internet.
Yeah, gonna have to go on. It's probably, this is the type of stuff that the average person is not, you're not gonna go to the store and buy
You're not
it.
going to have exposure to it. I mean, and again, you could probably just try athletic tape
Yeah.
for that little bit of time. I don't think you'd run into problems.
It won't last as long, it'll fall off.
Yeah, it'll fall off. And if it gets red or irritated or starts to itch, you got to take it off right
Yeah,
away.
You're probably gonna have to go to the therapist to get this done right, but at least you know what they're doing and you have some explanation.
Right. So anyway, a couple ways we can do this. One, we can just take a length, and this is probably about 8-9 inches. You can go longer, and you can just put a strip on both sides. So a strip here, and a strip here. So on both sides of the spine. Does that show up at all, Nancy? I know it's kind of sticking up in the air there, but just to kind of give an example. So a strip, strip. And it's good to have him laying in a flattened position. Sometimes I used to have people arch up a little bit even.
I'll do that too, depending on how much fat they got in their back
Yeah.
or their posture. It kind of depends on the person and the various.
I have done this though, where I've
Yeah.
done this and they got up and they couldn't even move.
Yeah.
It was too much.
Or they sit down and it lets loose right away. Sometimes.
The other thing is, if you want to try to improve their upper posture here, you can actually tape their two shoulder blades together. And you can kind of have you put their arms down, have them kind of squeeze their blades together a little bit, and you put a piece of tape across there. And that's going to keep them in good posture. It's going to keep their shoulders back like this. You see me? And they're really going to have trouble bending forward and doing things incorrectly with that. But the other way you can tape is actually do a crisscross on the low back and make a cross like this. So I'm just going to take these off real quick, and let's do this. Let's just put them on the shirt. And I'm really working well under pressure here. There you go, Brad. That's what you've been looking for.
Ah, thank you.
I'm just going to crisscross. You stay in position there.
Or in the back here, okay.
Yeah. And that way we can show it when we get up what it looks like. That one didn't go all the way out. You notice that? That one didn't either. Can you tell a joke while I'm doing this, Brad?
Well,
What's invisible and smells like carrots?
Minnesota Vikings.
Bunny farts.
Buddy fart.
That-
Yeah. Can you get this done, Bob? I'm running low on jokes here.
You haven't even provided us one yet.
Well, I know. I've been thinking.
Put a guy under pressure. Okay,
Yeah.
why don't you put your shoulder blades together?
So I'm gonna squeeze back like this.
Okay, why don't you get up, Brad?
Oh. So I can get up like this. I can actually feel it pull right through the
actually-
shirt.
Exactly.
That's how good it works. So right now, if I'm in good posture like this, I feel nothing. And literally right now when I go forward like this, I can feel it pull on my
Yeah.
shirt.
This is probably not a bad one, even for some shoulder problems, to be honest with
you
you.
bet. Now as I bend forward, I got too much slack in my shirt to feel it on that. But if it was right on my bare skin, when I got about to here, you would feel it tug on your skin, be a reminder, oh yeah. I
And
gotta
probably
get up.
won't let you even turn too
Yeah.
far, even
Yeah.
without, so.
And when you sit, you know, if someone's taped, you have to sit, here, let's get this chair over here.
You have to sit with fairly good posture. Got a wheelchair here.
Oh yes. Looks like the brakes, of course. So when you sit, if you sit like a normal position like this and then you go back, all this in here is going to pull and might even rip that tape. I've had that
Right.
happen more than once. And that's not the way you're going to sit with a back problem. You want to sit here, go down like this, and then scoot yourself back in. You may have a lumbar support back in there. When you get up, slide forward, and up like that, and then the tape will not pull, and you know you're in good posture, protecting your back.
It's really a great way to instruct somebody. I mean, like I said, you can spend all this time teaching them and they'll get it wrong anyway. It'll teach them all day long the
Yeah.
right way to do things.
And they come back the next time and they say, I never realized how much I was bending in my whole life.
And they also many times come back when their pain levels are lower.
Sure.
Because they're no longer hurting their back
Yeah,
like this. So,
exactly.
all right, so that's something you can try or suggest or have your therapist do.
You bet. It's a good technique. And Bob, if you're howling over where this is going to help you out, all these videos we made.
Yeah, if you're 40 and above, you're going to want to subscribe to us because we've got videos on health and fitness for that age range, since we happen to fall into that age cohort ourselves.
Yeah, well, we're
We're
all
all getting up
can't do
there.
anything about it. So
Good luck.
take care.